plus we need. All right. 4. Good morning. Happy Groundhog Day.
My name's Ranger Robbins, and my favorite rodent is an Averitt squirrel.
My name is Ranger Minsky, and my favorite is the prairie dogs.
My name is Ranger Bailey, and my favorite is the yellow-bellied marmot.
I'm Ranger Dave, and I'll go with the largest rodent, the beaver.
How many of you have been to a Flatiron Freddy event before? Awesome. Well, if you haven't been here before and you're expecting a live marmot to come out of the stump, I hate to break it to you, but Flatiron Freddy is dead, and he has been turned into a mount. He's been dead since 1977. And if you'd like to learn how he came to be to predict weather, you can go into the cottage and learn more about his life. Today we will be seeing how Flatiron Freddy will be coming out. Last year he came out on a litter rescue, and we learned about safety in the outdoors. 2 years ago he came out on the talons of a golden eagle, and we learned about raptor closures. So we're excited to see how he's going to come out this year. You might also be wondering why we have a yellow belly marmot. You will be surprised to learn that we do not have groundhogs in Colorado. We will also be learning how outer space has to do with today, and what other predictions he might have for the Super Bowl. So we're excited to see how it comes to be.
Another thing we're going to find out is when you got up today and you looked at your calendar, you might have had one of 3 different holidays that are actually on this day, and they're all kind of related. So we're going to start out talking about that. We're going to talk about probably the first holiday ever actually celebrated on this day, and it has to deal with something going on up in the stars above today. So let me grab a couple props quick, and I'll need 5 volunteers, and I really need one person who really thinks the world revolves around them. So whoever thinks the world revolves around them, I need them right here, and the other 4 volunteers over here. Don't be shy. Go recruit somebody.
Can we get some volunteers?
Anybody? Come on down. I see you up there. Come on. Yes, right here.
The world revolves around them.
Thank you.
This gentleman is from 9 News. Yeah, and he is a meteorologist, so he thinks the world revolves around him. Map up here, he's going to actually represent the sun because the world goes around the sun. To understand what's going on up in the sky today, we are going to show you where we were on what's called the solstice calendar not too long ago on December 21st. So I can have you come over here. This way. Hold that sign. Not too long ago, December 21st, we were as far as away as we can get from the sun. The good thing is that we're headed towards the spring equinox, okay? And the spring equinox is going to be March 19th. Have one more volunteer. Come on over here. So we're going to put him in the back here with March 19th. And then eventually we're going to get to the warmest day of the year, right, where we have, well, usually it's not the warmest, but we have equal amounts of light and daylight. That's June 20th. So we're going to put that right over here. And then last but not least, we'll put the fall right over here, the fall equinox, where, again, we're going to have equal amounts of light and darkness. So come on over and be the fall. Let's grab one more quick prop. If you don't know what this has to do with Groundhog Day, we are actually exactly between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Last night, we were right in the middle, and there's a holiday called Imbolic that people have been celebrating this for years, and that's just the purpose of being in the middle. What a great day to make a prediction. We are literally halfway there, folks. So we might go halfway back, we might go halfway forward, but people have been celebrating this day for thousands and thousands of years. This is where the whole groundhog thing starts. Let's find out a little bit more about it. I'll collect your pieces. Thank you today. All right. So Ranger Andrew is going to talk a little bit about how you might actually look at your calendar today and see some other holidays besides Embolic.
Thank you, Dave. Yep. So my name is Ranger Bailey, or Andrew. Aside from Embolic, if you look at your calendar today, you might notice a little holiday that's not super well known. It's about 40 days after Christmas, and it's called Candlemas Day. So Candlemas Day is the Christian tradition of lighting a candle and having it blessed, usually bringing it down to a church. And if you can imagine, about 100 years ago, this day was super important for a lot of people, especially coming over from the European countries. As the winter months, you want a lot of light, so they want to make sure that those candles are safe and good to go. It also ties in a lot with Embolic in the ways that it's for predicting the future of spring to come by. So an old English saying, for example, would be, if Candlemas be fair and bright, winter has another flight. If Candlemas bring clouds and rain, winter will not come again. So you can see how that plays a lot into the Groundhog Day tradition that we have. So imagine, again, about 100 years ago, a lot of people coming over from the European countries, they might have some ties to either Embolic or Candlemas, and they're trying to predict spring coming by. Well, a lot of the animals that they would look at before they came to the Americas would be other hibernating animals, such as a European badger, or even more commonly used would be a hedgehog, which people still use today. But as previously mentioned, we have a little bit of different animals here. So we might see some different animals other than groundhogs out here. So, Dave, what kind of animals might that be?
Well, there's lots of different animals that hibernate, but the thing is that the groundhog is one of the true hibernators that we have, or marmots. They actually will sleep, and they'll go about 30 degrees below their normal body temperature. If you walk into a groundhog's den or into a bat's den and you actually tried to shake them and wake them up, it would take so much energy that they would die. So a bear is not a true hibernator. If there's a bear out here today, folks, and you walk by its den and you're a little bit too loud, well, they might just pop up and show you a really angry face because you woke them up. So there's different types of hibernation. But the thing is, a lot of people don't realize that when all those European settlers came over here and they were on the eastern United States, they saw the groundhog as the number one thing during Candlemas Day to determine the weather. But the problem is we do not have groundhogs here. Jess, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
All right, so like Dave said, we don't have groundhogs here. Anybody know where groundhogs live besides the East Coast? Any guesses? All right, so groundhogs actually live all along the East Coast. That's where Puxatawney Phil is from. But they live all the way up into Canada and into Alaska. In Colorado, the closest thing that we have is a yellow-bellied marmot, and that's what Freddy is, or was, as Ranger Robbins pointed out. Yellow-bellied marmots all live above the equator, which is likely because they evolved to hibernate. So, like Dave said and Andrew said, they go to sleep every winter. With changing climates, though, marmots are feeling the effects. So marmots, like bears, will bulk up before winter, and they'll get really fat before they go to sleep. But with warmer winters, they sleep a lot less, which means that they burn less calories while they're sleeping. So that means that marmots are getting fatter and lazier every year. To combat that, I think we actually have a song and a dance prepared. Yeah, some jazzercise.
All right, so we're getting close to getting this marmot out of this stump, hopefully. Hopefully they'll find some magic. But usually we always do a little song and dance. How many people have been to a Groundhog Day program before? All right. How many have ever done the I'm a Little Teapot Groundhog song? We're not going to do that this year. Okay? Well, hold on. The reason we're not going to do that is because every time we do it, he still never comes out. So, a couple months ago, I went down to Brazil. I was actually in the rainforest. I met a person that knew about Flatiron Freddy, and he gave me a new song. He said, this is really kind of primordial and primitive. It definitely will get your groundhog out. No, don't think like he was some shaman I met in the rainforest. I actually met him in Rio de Janeiro in an alleyway about 3 o'clock in the morning outside of a casino. But it only cost me $500 for it. I didn't have any cash, but I did have the city credit card. So, Dan Burke, wherever you are, just so you know. Okay, that's our director over there. So yeah, this is a little bit different. I've never done this one before. But as always, if you don't do the motion and don't do the sounds, he won't come out. So everybody on dance patrol, right? Okay? Don't worry if you get the words wrong, because they're not even really words, okay? All right. Everybody get loosened up a little bit. You ready to go? All right. All right, here we go. In your groundhog stance. Kumalada, kumalada, kumalada vista.
Kumalada, kumalada vista.
Kumalada, kumalada, kumalada vista.
Kumalada, kumalada, kumalada vista.
Oh, no, 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 not the groundhog.
Oh, no, 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 not the groundhog.
Eeny, meeny, decimini.
Eeny, meeny, decimini.
Ooh, walla, walla, meeny.
Ooh, walla, walla, meeny.
Eeny, meeny, decimini.
Eeny, meeny, decimini.
Ooh, walla, wah.
Ooh, walla, walla.
Groundhog.
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 Well, it's all good news, folks. The good news is we can go in and get them. And the good news is I've seen the government waste $500 in a lot worse ways. So, Tabitha.
All right, everyone. First, I got to get on some gear on me so that I'm safe when I go to pick him out of his stump.
One of the things you learn in ranger school, safety first, right? You could have sharp claws, could have teeth. I hope he's okay. I keep forgetting that he's dead.
I had to change my hat. Rangers wear many different hats, so this is my fire hat. I also got these really cool goggles in case he tries to poke my eyes. Put some stick poke gloves on in case he tries to bite my fingers. Remember, we don't go sticking our hands in places we don't want them, right? We don't know what's in there. You have to take a very special class in Ranger School in order to do this. So let's see if I can get him out.
That class is called Stumps and Holes, by the way.
All right, there's some interesting things in here. He's got quite a bit of decoration. Whoa.
Whoa.
We got a bunch of flags.
Wow.
It's a little bit more than 6, 7 of them.
There's a lot of flags, all sorts of different countries. Wow, maybe he's taking a vacation. Wow. There's a lot of them in there. Woo. Like a magic trick or something.
I see a couple other things. Whoa, this one makes a noise.
Wow.
Says Team USA.
Wow. Cool.
Whoa.
Check it out. Oh, man.
Other way.
Other way. ASU.
Wow, we got an Olympic flag here.
Man, this thing's got an Olympic feel to it. Are the Olympics this year? Oh, yeah, the Winter Olympics in a couple weeks.
Well, I'm not seeing Freddy anywhere, but I am seeing this note that he's left me. It says, check behind the tree from Flatiron Freddy. Let's see what's behind the tree.
What is it? It's a big rock. Wow.
It's a huge rock. It's a curling rock. I wonder what he's trying to tell us.
I don't know. Huh. Maybe we should all yell Flatiron Freddy, where are you on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Flatiron Freddy, where are you?
Let's walk over by the road.